Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Impianto Cavina, via Biancolelli in Bologna for the Group B Final Four European Under-19 American Football Tournament. Welcome to everyone, Italian and from all over Europe, friends. We are ready to introduce the official that will officiate the first game of the day, which will be Finland in blue shirt against Great Britain in white shirt. So let's introduce the officials. Referee, Mr. Marco Sala from Italy. Umpire, Marco Jamonen, Finland. Head linesman, Jukka Lehtinen from Finland. Line judge, Chiara Tamat from Italy. Side judge, Ewan Patterson, UK. Field judge, Niccolò Pizzorno, Italy. Back judge, Peter Persons, UK. So the officials are coming. Good afternoon again from Massimo Terracina was speaking, and next to me, Vincent Argondizzo, a very well-known coach in the Italian football system. We'll try to give you all the best for this afternoon, trying to entertain you and also to comment live on the Italia FIDAF TV, where you can follow absolutely all the games that will be broadcast through the Sideline production, and we'll speak about later. So let's give a big round of applause to the officials stepping onto the field. So now is the time for the UK team. We start to present the team with the starting defense: Elvis Webster, Kirkan Park, Jack Perman, Amrit Chatta, Fraser Holden, Fernami Okulola, Miles Butt, Jake Horn, Murden Dogan, Jerome Darko, Vinnie Maxfield. And about the starting offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, quarterback Josh Alsbrook, running back Joe Blythe, wide receiver Harry Buckland, wide receiver Charles Chimali, wide receiver Noah Bedwell, wide receiver Sebastian Harris, offensive line Toby Spellinger, Cam Daiwer, Aaron Villalta, and Chibuden Abazi.
And this is UK's with the head coach Scott Go and the team manager Ravinta Chatta and the president of the federation Pete Hackerley. So now is the turn, and you will forgive us for the pronunciation, the Finnish team, which will be lined up with the offensive starting lineup with the quarterback Jelly Siloma, tackle Lassi Pajarinen, center Lucas Ehercola, guard Noah Chueti, tackle Gustav Vincentel, Matthias Tuominen, then left tackle Victor Asklöf, left guard Luca Eitekala, then Auski Sarinen, Sapo Lapane, and Nikias Kingo. About the defense.
Starting defense, free safety Jaakko Jakonin, strong safety Akseli Olila, defensive back Nicholas Langstrom, middle linebacker Felix Salonen, nose guard Oskari Toyala, Severi Hamlanin, Aino Marn, and Henry Ilkyanin, tackle Juuso Linja, Alexander Hutaniam, and Yatu Makimanus. Head coach Mr.
Lamin Salo.
And team manager Somona Valitsi, president Ropa Noronen.
Well, we are ready for the national anthem, so we beg you to stand up for the national anthem. And we start with the European anthem. Now the away team, United Kingdom anthem. Now, the home team, Finland. And now, ladies and gentlemen, everything is ready to kick off this Group B Final Four hosted in Bologna at Biancolelli Cavina Sports Center. So, we will have the same comment on live and on the television, so you can follow us either way on FIDAF TV on YouTube. So we hope that the game will be a good game to follow, especially because the 2 days weather is not so bad as it was in the previous day with a very big heat. So, Vinny.
Well, the humidity factor has definitely gone down here in Bologna these last 24 hours, and this will help, obviously, both teams adjust to the climate. And we really hope to see a very nice game. Two very famous teams, very historical teams for European football. So we hope this is going to live up to the expectations. Let's go to the coin toss.
A beneficio dei nostri connazionali, anche qualche parola in italiano. Ricordiamo che si tratta della fase finale, diciamo, del gruppo B di Under 19 campionato europeo. Vi ricorderete che nel 2019 si è tenuta a Bologna la Final 8, dove l'Italia si è classificata settima, per cui a questo punto la squadra che uscirà vincente da questi due incontri e dalle successive due finali per il terzo e quarto e primo e secondo posto arriverà nuovamente nel gruppo A del torneo continentale. Vi ricordiamo che l'Italia invece maggiore ha conseguito nell'ottobre del 2021 il terzo titolo continentale dopo quelli dell'83 e dell'87. Finalmente gli azzurri sono nuovamente sul tetto d'Europa, avendo battuto in maniera assolutamente eclatante la formazione svedese, che non ha assolutamente opposto tanta resistenza, e quindi un bel applauso a questo team che ci onora del fatto di avere cucite sulle proprie maglie lo scudetto di campione d'Europa.
Finland receive in the first quarter. Have a good game.
Bene, Mr. Sala, the referee, has stated that Finland will receive, so the first set of downs on offense will be on Finland's side in blue shirt.
Yeah, well, let's note that England had won the toss and decided to defer to the second half.
Absolutely. So we are facing teams which every 2 years are completely changing their lineup. So there's nothing for sure in the ranks, but the fact that they have to play to become to reach one of the position that they will bear for the next 2 years. So right now we have once again Finland. Tonight at 8:30 you can follow Italy playing Spain in the second semi-final game, and the two losers of the games will be facing each other on Saturday at 3 p.m. also in this stadium, and the two winners will be facing each other to become the next Group A team. So everything is ready on the field, and the kickoff is upcoming. A very big risk.
Oh, short kick.
And probably this kickoff.
Short kick, and we're going to see our first turnover today. Recovered by the UK.
One play, one turnover.
Wow, that was a...
Noah Chohate was very undecided, was very...
And very difficult kick to handle. The kicker placed it right in the right place where nobody was there.
And so Great Britain scored a very good first
extra
play.
Possession. An extra possession, Massimo.
Yeah. And so it's a very, very important position because it's next to the red zone. That means that UK has a very important ball, especially because they were supposed to defend, but now they are attacking. It was Noah Chohate that did this little mistake. I formation, through receivers. On the side, and it's a long pass on number 12.
Oh, great defense by number 20.
It was a Severi Hamalainen, which defended in a perfect way on Sebastian Harris. A very well rainbow pass. So it's a second down and a 10 on the line, on the 25-yard line. So we start to see how Great Britain will develop.
Back in a pistol formation, trips open. Quick toss to number 44, Team UK. Great job on pursuit on defense by Team Finland.
Joe Blight was the carrier, which got the pitch, a late pitch from the quarterback of the UK, of the Lions formation, and it was stopped before he could turn the angle, and so we are facing a third down and 9 yards to go.
We're back in, we're going to pistol formation once again with double twins, or 4 receivers. Nice quick pass to number 11.
For sure, that's a first down.
First down.
Number 11 was Harry Backyard, which received a very good pass in the middle of defense and could score could close the down. So we are on first and goal, ball on the 10-yard line.
Sebastian Harris showed a lot of poise, sat in the pocket, and delivered a perfect strike to his receiver, Harry Buckland.
It seems that those two teams are pretty well on the field. They are very well aligned. Soft spot found for UK.
Oh, bad snap.
And a sack.
A sack. Number 95 of Team Finland. Great job on the quick pursuit. Gustav Wallstein from the Helsinki Roosters.
And Joe Ellsbrook is the quarterback, 181, 86 kilos, class 2003. Tamworth Phoenix is the quarterback, but this play resulted in an 8-yard sack loss. High formation, we go back to the basic. Not really, one single back,
Pistol formation.
Sebastian Harris was targeted, but the ball was too high.
Team Finland is playing a very solid defense, aligned well, and third down, very important play. Third and long, and goal.
So we have all. Third, long, and goal.
Goal, everything.
Crucial down.
Same formation.
4 receivers. Low, and it was tipped and almost intercepted. It was number 54 perfectly in position. Felix Salonen, linebacker, 194, 96 kilos, class 2003, Helsinki East City Giants. He was almost intercepting a tipped ball. So we are on a 4th down, and apparently we will have a field goal. The kick is on, and it appears to be good. So Great Britain, with this big mistake on their kickoff return, capitalizes with a field goal and 3 points for Great Britain, which brings the score to 3-0 in favor of the visiting team, United Kingdom.
Well, turnovers will probably be the story of all the games today. This is going to be very important to keep down the turnovers and win the turnover battle. This will make the difference, obviously, in all these important playoff games.
Well, you have to take note that all those teams are changing dramatically in every 2 years, so it's quite difficult to mix up the guys, in spite of the fact that you maybe can have camps and practicing, but practicing together in football is the base to have success, because synchronization, because timing, because trust in your teammate, that's the base, so you can't develop it in a very short time. So we have another kickoff from UK, but those 3 points went out of a turnover, a change of possession. This time we have a return. Not really deep, but anyway, the ball kept in the hands of the returner.
Out to the 32-yard line, Massimo.
Yeah.
Set up, Team Finland set up a middle return, and returner number 8 did a very nice job to get as much yards as he could. Noah Schote.
Who amended the mistake of before. So Mr. Sala is talking to us.
Illegal procedure, kicking team, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Well, Team Finland will have a little bit of a better starting field position at about the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
So Finland is on the field for the first time with the offense. Pistol formation, double receiver both sides. Very balanced formation. A little bit overload on the left. And so this is the first run of the game. Very good game.
But let's see what our down marker looks like. It looks like a 5-6 yard gain. Okay, 2nd down and 4, Massimo.
Yeah, maybe 7 and 3.
We got a no huddle offense.
Yeah. It means that they are very well connecting the guys. And it is another run for maybe a first down.
First down. Offensive line doing a very nice job for Team Finland. 1st and 10 again.
Well, the dimension of the Finnish offensive linemen is really huge, so those guys are doing their job in a proper way. Once again, same formation. Overthrown, the rainbow was too high.
No flag on the, or we see there might be a flag on the ground.
Yes, the quarterback was thinking about a free play. That's why probably he went so deep in the field. But anyway, Mr. Sala did not find out any.
No flag. Okay.
No flag. So
Second and 10.
Miss Thomas as well was not finding out any kind of penalty. So second and 10, ball on the 47-yard line. And once again, Finland goes for the ground, and
back to the zone read concept.
Almost reaches the first down.
Very nice work. 3rd and 1. Nice work by the Finnish offensive line.
So we can say that Finland is trying to establish the power on the ground, trying to challenge the not little setup and linebackers of UK. But we go for the first pass, which is caught. The receiver is number 11, Lucas Eurola.
Eurola. Nice pass, quick out pattern. First down and 10 once again. Finnish team is getting a rhythm. First time we see the trips formation today from Team Finland.
It's a very good move. Very good move from number 3, Lesi Pajarinen, which left the defender on the spot and gained a discrete amount of yards. So it's 8 yard on the left side rush. So we have a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Finland is really establishing a power rush game.
Play action, back to the out pattern. Nice catch.
Lucas Eurola, one of the names that we probably will see much used in this tournament. So we have another first down.
1st and 10.
The chain gang moves on. So we have the ball positioned on the 22-yard line in the field defended by the Lions. And it is another run. This time UK did a very good guard on it and was number 47, Ferranmi Okunlola. Linebacker, 181-97, class 2003, Bristol Aztecs.
2nd and 9, I would have to say, or 2nd and 10 actually. Oh, back to the out pattern. And Lucas Eurola dropped the ball. Nice pass by the quarterback.
You see, the pass was perfect, he caught it, but he didn't watch it until the end. And so he lost the ball in the rush to run away.
3rd down and 9, Massimo. Let's see what Team Finland's going to call here.
So, but those teams seems to be pretty well set up. So they did a good job, I mean the coaches. High snap. The quarterback escapes in a very clever way, and he goes for the inside. Let's see.
Almost intercepted, out of bounds.
Yeah, it was intercepted, but unfortunately for the UK player, was out of bounds.
Jerry Saloma, quarterback, did a very nice job recovering the ball and trying to make a play out of it. 4th down and 9. Let's see what's next.
It seems like they go for it. Absolutely thrown.
Incomplete.
Well, it seemed like the receiver and the quarterback were on different pages of the playbook.
Anyway.
So nothing done.
Change of possession.
Yeah, the score remains on 3-0 for Great Britain. And now we have the Lions on the ground, on the gridiron with their offense.
Team UK defense bended but did not break. Beautiful, solid job by the defense, keeping Finland out of the end zone.
It will be interesting to see what will be the adjustment in the halftime. That will be a factor. Very good reaction from the Finnish cornerback that nailed down on the field the receiver that could just get the ball. Then he was tackled immediately.
2nd and 10.
Yes, it was number 11, I think, Henry Buckland from SGS Pride. Now the quarterback keeps the ball, but it's tackled on a perfect comeback from number 22, Oskari Toijala.
Very
You
good
see,
job by the team.
He escaped, very good effort and pursuit, and that's very successful. We can say that those guys could maybe 19 years old, but they play like 27.
Good job by the team Finland. Defense, very sound defense put down by the Finnish coaching staff. We got 3rd down and long for Team UK. See what the next play is.
The pass is good, is almost in target, but it was a little bit low, so number 14 couldn't really do anything to receive. Charles Cemali from Wembley Stallions.
4th down, the UK special teams on the field. Let's see, for a punt. Looks
We
like
have a
a
different
spread punt.
returner for the Finns, Lukas Eurola. So UK is forced to punt, and they will give away the ball from the 17-yard line of their field, their side of the field. Punt is not very long in a no-guy area, but the returner tries to. Very courageous, but he didn't do anything. He was ensnailed on the ground on the line of the 45-yard line.
Good job, good coverage by the UK.
So we are back on the field with the Finns offense. Ball on the 47-yard line on their own field. Once again, the rush is paying good dividends. The little but very sneaky number 3, Lassi Pajarinen, which could play wide receiver as well. Well, not very little, 184, 85 kilos, class 2004. The Silky Roosters get 30 yards of gain. So
wow, what a play.
Almost unstoppable.
What a play.
Big play, yes.
Usate GB invece di UK. Better Great Britain. Che già stanno litigando.
So we apologize. That's Great Britain team, not UK.
Number 3 again, Lassi Pajaren, running back for another 1st down.
And that's another 1st down, yes. Finland is using the gear to approach. So we have a little problem to number 93 on Great Britain team, Clarence Park, 186, 127 kilos from the Gatsit Senators, but is forced to get out for one play. And now he must be substituted.
Team Finland driving.
That is a very important down. But no way. This time was number 98 from Great Britain, Jake Perman, 196, 117 kilos from the Essex Spartans, which said no way.
Second down, a little bit of loss of yardage. Back to the no-huddle offense, spread formation.
Forcing the pass, a lot of pressure, and it was number 1, Miles Butt, that pressed the receiver, avoiding the reception. So it's a third down and goal.
Third and goal, Massimo.
Yep.
Got a trips formation.
Change of running back and a touchdown. So let's wait for the signal. Mr. Sala said it's a touchdown. So Finland scored 6 points. This time was number 24 from Team Finland, talking about Eric Tavasti, 176, 90 kilos from the Tampere Saints. He scored a 5-yard touchdown, bringing the score to momentarily 3-6.
Kick is good.
Kick is good.
7-3. Kickoff for Team Finland.
We play the power rush. Those running backs for Finland are doing a very good job behind the line, which is opening very big holes. I guess that Finland is more oriented on the running game, and they showed it with very good gains, with a couple of good passes. So now we are about to deliver the ball with the kickoff to Great Britain, which is ready to return and to compete for the next set of downs. We remind the score is 7 Finland, 3 Great Britain. Kick is on. The returner goes on the sideline, but it's a gang tackle, so...
Lucas Erola on a kickoff return, brought it back to the 33-yard line.
Harry Buckland, the returner, he was forced to the sideline, so he couldn't do. So first and 10, ball on the 32-yard line in the Great Britain field. Right now we have seen a very excellent football, so you see a different formation from Great Britain. So they also try to go on the rushing game.
Pistol formation.
It It was number 44, Joe Blythe,
2nd and 8.
Leeds Beckett University. Not a huge gain, but positive. Great Britain breaks the huddle. Single back. We have an outside pass, but good guard from number 2, Lucas Sukas, on number 13 in the white shirt, Noel Bedo from Team Wolf Phoenix. The Lucas Sukas is from the Helsinki Roosters, one of the most prominent team in Finland, a federation existing from 1979, which was in the earlier year of European football, one of the most dominating and fear opponent, as well as Germany, of the Italian national team in the very old first editions of the European major contest.
Back into a pistol formation for Great Britain.
3rd and 7. Quarterback runs. But
Nothing there.
For a loss of yard, he couldn't turn the angle, so the quarterback was tackled by a very interesting pursuit from the defensive line of Finland. Very disciplined, very ordered.
4th down. For Team Great Britain, looks like the punt team is coming on. And number 11 for Team Finland, Lucas Eirola, back to receive the punt.
So the special teams are playing, they played a very big role in the very first play, but right now they are not really impressive in terms of punt. Let's see, it's another punt, not really long, not really big on time, so good for the fast running back, the fast receiver, which goes all along the sideline for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Lucas Eirola.
It was a broken play, very broken, no exit, so bad snap. They tried to adjust it, but the pass was even worse than the snap. So the score remains on 3 Great Britain and 13 Finland. You see once again the perfect blocks, and no one could be able to reach the receiver, which was very easily for him to get into the touchdown. Look at this, very good body.
3 missed tackles on, and Lucas Eirola took to the Finnish sideline. Great blocking scheme, great job by the Finnish special teams.
Yeah.
13-3.
Number 90 from Great Britain, James Aubrey-Williams, tried to follow up, but it was a mismatch in terms of weight and speed.
Kickoff for Team Finland.
We're still in the first quarter.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Number 95 is kicking. El Makimanus.
Not a very long one, but a little bit hanging time. So we are reversing the field completely on the left side, but he jumped and he left one player on the ground with a very good fake.
Great job by Team Great Britain on the return.
Yes,
Number
it was
14.
Charles Schimmel,
Good job for Charles Schemmel.
Wembley Stallions.
On the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for Team Great Britain.
That's a very good position. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. So we have once again Great Britain with the ball in their hands. So the offense will try to move the ball and cut the spread between the two teams, which currently is 10 points.
Timeout, Great Britain. First
to
timeout.
signatures. Back on the field. Once again, ball on the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Great Britain.
Almost intercepted by Team Finland. 2nd and 10 with about 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball is on the Great Britain 40-yard line.
You can follow the game on game day, feed of game day. You will see, if you have a phone connected, you will see a little television on the left upside, and when it's red, if you click it, you will see the game broadcasted.
Great job by the penetration by the Finnish defensive line. We see number 98.
Absolutely.
98, 96, I'm sorry about that. Make the tackle. Henry Ilkinen.
Well, apparently it was a trap, but it didn't go the right way.
Sorry for, once again, I ask everybody's forgiveness on the pronunciation on the Finnish
Yes, of
names.
course.
Very sorry about that.
And nobody will blame us, I'm sure.
Trying our best.
Which is not enough sometimes.
That's not enough. 3rd down and long.
The game is still long, so nothing is absolutely set up. But we see that talking to the sideline, Great Britain is changing some personnel or doing some late, so it's
End
over.
of the first quarter, everybody.
Delay of game. Great
delay of
Britain. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Not yet, just a delay of game. Great Britain didn't send the play
In on time, yep.
and so they are forced to start with 5 yards more to gain, which means which makes it a 3rd down and 20 yards.
End of quarter. End of quarter.
In the
End
meantime,
of quarter.
we have the
End of quarter.
So we change field. We do remind you that if you go to FIDAF.org, you can find all the news and everything concerning this tournament. And if you go to game day, you can also follow the streaming. So let's have a look to the stats of
Very
this
nice.
first.
We thank the Italian Federation Statistics Services, which already gave us the statistics for the first quarter. Thank you.
Mr. Massimo Foglio, coordinating all the staff, is working hard to get us the stats before they play. That's very peculiar. So while the game starts again, we have Finland, Great Britain with the ball, their hands, and there is an illegal motion.
5 more
We'll
yards
start
tacked
offense
on.
number 44, 5-yard penalty till third down.
Massimo, this is the toughest part of putting national teams together is, the coordination between everybody and play calling, and it's a very difficult job for the coaching staffs to do.
Let me say that gameday.fidaf.org gives you a play-by-play comment by Luca Correnti, and it's a long pass, but it is too long.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. It was maybe also outside. The receiver was asking for probably a pass interference.
Well, just something to note from the statistics we got. Running back Pajarinen from Finland, 7 rushes for 78 yards. That's very nice.
And we are just in the first quarter.
Very good.
First downs, 1 for Great Britain, 5 for Finland. And we are on the 4th down and 25, maybe 30 yards. So Great Britain goes to punt, which is not very good one. So the ball barely went through the 50-yard line. So Finland has a perfect downhill position of the field to start a new set of downs, trying to score again and to make the gap larger.
Yeah, Team Finland will begin in great field position. 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line.
First and 10, ball on the 44-yard line in the Finnish field. Misunderstanding between the quarterback and the running back, but the ball fell down but was recovered by number 21. Very smart, very quick.
Henrik Kazinen.
He made a big casino, but this is something different than in Italian. Okay, don't mix up the languages, which is a problem. Helsinki Roosters. So no other offense, 2nd down, 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14. And Finland starts back again with the rushing game.
Nice pickup. We're going to have a 3rd down and about 5 yards.
So it's almost 10 yards gain. Which
3rd and 6.
Which makes a 3rd and 6. Single back formation. Once again on the ground. He goes out, and was tackled at the very end from behind from number 52, Fraser Holden, linebacker from University of Nottingham, which stopped and avoided a further scoring to Finland, which seems to be very well organized on the playbook for the offensive team, isn't it?
Very good. Excellent job by this Finnish offensive line. Very well coached, very sound. Kazinin with the ball again.
Once again on the outside, but this time was number 35 from Great Britain, talking about Jake Horn, linebacker, 172, 76 kilos, class 2003 Southeast Legion, that stopped the rush of the powerful Finnish team on the ground. So we are on a 2nd down and 6, ball on the 25-yard line. Some shift before the snap. And is intercepted. Absolutely perfect position took by number 24, Vinnie Maxfield, which was reading the quarterback and was in a perfect position to intercept the ball that was supposed to be caught by number 14, which was not in the position. And so we have Great Britain having a new set of down in a very difficult situation, which means the 4-yard line of their own field. Tonight is 8:30 the time for Italy versus Spain, but let's go back to Great Britain, Finland. A little problem on the snap, but they're claiming for the safety, but it's not, because the guy was outside of the own end zone. But it's very dangerous situation with the 2nd down and 12, ball on the 2-yard line.
On the 2-yard line, 2-yard loss.
What would you call?
Oh, it's a very difficult situation right there. But the inside of that Finnish defense is very stingy, very difficult to get through.
They are converging all on the point of attack. So it's a perfect defense from Finland, which avoids any gain. Maybe 1 foot loss.
3rd down.
13. Ball on the 2-yard line.
2-yard, yeah, very, very difficult position.
Crucial down. It's a pitch on the outside, but this time it's a safety. So Finland scored again 2 points on a tackle in the end zone. Apparently Great Britain is not really able to move the ball against this defense. You see number 27 carried the ball, but there was a wall of blue shirts that avoided him to go anywhere but on the ground. Chris Gbernla, it's a London Blitz player, so 2 points again, 15-3, brings a 12-point difference between the two teams.
Jaakko Jakonen on the tackle. Safety was made by Jaakko Jakonen. And Oskari Toyala.
So now we have seen scoring on running, kick return, safety, and field goal.
That's right.
We
need a pass now.
Yeah, we need a pass, we need an interception return, we need a fumble recovered.
Yeah,
so we need
a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So it's a 2-score game right now.
Team Great Britain will have to do a free kick to kick the ball over to Team Finland after a safety, and they're kicking from their 25-yard line, basically, from their 20-yard lines. Sorry about that.
Surprise, there are 2 returners from Finland. The kick is good. It's rolling. Absolutely good kick. Yeah.
Great position for...
Good job from the special teams, from the kicking team from Great Britain. The tackle was made by number 26 that proceeded in a perfect way. The receiver and the returner targeted him, Joe Porton, class 2003, Nottingham Trent University. So basically, he could return a little bit, but the kick was really good. They are positioned on the 26-yard line of their own field, so Finland is once again having the ball, trying to rush, probably, as usual.
Nice gain by Team Finland, number 26, running back, Jonah Schote.
It was Jerome Darko that could end up the run, but not before the running back could get 9 yards on his run.
Second and one, Massimo.
Yeah. So it's again soft spot in the middle. Good job from the line. You can see the blockers that are going down deep in the field, and they are blocking the second level. So very well coached by Coach Husu, the Finnish offensive line, which brings a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball on the 42-yard line. Great Britain is playing a 3 front man set, which leaves 4 linebackers free to roam around, but apparently it is not a paying choice.
Second down and about 2 yards. It's kind of neat to see that Team Finland has a lot of different ball players carrying the ball, so there's a lot of different solutions in the backfield. Pass. Oh, almost
intercepted. This time was number 24 from Great Britain, Vinnie Maxfield, which was about NFL Academy, so we can understand why this guy is so well positioned every time. And of course, he was about to intercept, but unfortunately for the Great Britain team, he didn't.
Would have been a second interception.
Yep. This guy has an idea about how to be on the field.
Very smart player. Another run by Team Finland. First down. Once again.
In spite of the wonderful pursuit from the defensive end on the right side, number 98 from Great Britain, Jake Perman, which came around all the line to finish the tackle. So they are playing, they are not giving up.
1st and 10.
This time is number 3 running. He resisted, but there is a flag. I think it's the second flag, third flag of the game.
Massimo Lassi Parjanen was back into the game.
But we have one guy.
We have an injury, let's see.
We have one injured guy. You see the players are kneeling, taking off the helmet, while the medical staff is checking about the white shirt defensive lineman on the ground. Nothing. Good. It's just a hit. It happens. Is the meaning of the game. 93. Kieran Park, defensive line, 186, 127 kilos. Gets their
Offensive
centers.
holding number 8, Finland, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
So it was Noah Choti, the running back, that holded an opponent. So there is a flag, of course,
Number 8.
on the field, which
Holding.
resulted in a
Lose
penalty,
the helmet.
just pointed out from Mr. Sala. So Finland has to play a first down and 17, 18 yards for the first down. Score is still 15, Finland, 3, Great Britain.
5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the second quarter.
So there's plenty of time.
10 seconds.
And once again, the run. Powerful running backs. Not very big, but very effective. So it's 10 yards gain, which makes it a second down and 9.
Second and 9, and Lassi Parjanen is back in the field, and very effective and very fast running back, and very powerful.
No other offense. Again. High snap, good pass, not caught. So it's an incomplete, nothing done.
Third down. Third and 9, Massimo.
Yep.
Ball is on the 45.
Still 3 men on the line for UK, the Great Britain. And is going out the running back, which gained the first down before being tackled from half of the defense. Well, he's keep going.
Lassi Parjanen on the carry.
Well, will be difficult to name the MVP of this game.
I would say the Finnish offensive line up to now.
So no worries for Finland, which in spite of the foul and the penalty could get a new first down, a new set of downs. The ball will be positioned on the 31-yard line, first and 10. The running back is very difficult to tackle.
Oh, incredible.
He keeps moving the legs.
Henry Kazinen on the carry. First and 10 again. He's a very powerful young man.
Yeah, it seems that Finland, offensively talking, very simple plays, but very effective plays.
Henry Kazinen is 184, 84 kilos from the Helsinki Roosters.
A lot of air in front of him. And this time is number 21. Kazinen again. That dances between the defense and could get a very interesting and important field position. And he keeps pushing. You see, he pushes the defensive players back.
First and goal. Oh, we've got a Finnish player on the ground right now. Or he just, no, it's a timeout, I guess.
'73 from Finland, talking about Luke Heitala, an offensive line who's limping out of the field. 183, 115 kilos, class 2004. Selnajoki Crocodiles. So Finland is strongly knocking at the end zone doors. for another score. We are talking about the first down and goal ball on the 5-yard line. So the game is starting to give some answers. But Great Britain doesn't give up, and with a
Number 98.
cooperation between number 45, Jack Redhead, and 95, which is not here, so it
98.
should be Max Kidd. They tackle and they stop the guy, carrying the ball, sending him back for a couple of yards. Full house. Oh, bad snap. Better recover the snap than to try to advance it, and that's something that could maybe turn a little bit on the Great Britain side, sending back the Finnish offense on the third down and 25 yards for the goal line.
Yeah, this is the third or fourth time we've had a bad snap today. So maybe a little something Team Finland needs to work on. But third and long and goal like we had before.
4 receivers out, overload on the left. And there's a flag. Delay of game.
Delay of game, Finland team, 5-yard penalty.
It was called from the official, but the sign was very clear. So 5 yards more against Finland, which brings the ball to the line of the 30-yard line. And we have to say that the weather is a little bit cooler, so the players are not suffering the heat that was on those days. Very good move from the quarterback. Very long pass, but absolutely out of any possibility to catch it.
Fourth down for Team Finland.
Very good pressure from the outside man from Great Britain. So the quarterback did escape one chase, but he couldn't be accurate on the following pass.
Good coverage also downfield by the defensive backs.
They didn't give him time to target the players.
Yeah. Great coverage.
So this time, Great Britain defense played well, so Finland is going for it. Nothing to lose. And there is an excellent defense on a pass already in the money. And this time was number, I think, 23.
23.
See the replay, look at this. Good
Legal
drop back,
procedure,
rainbow.
Finnish team, penalties decline, first down.
23, very good defense. Number 23, the cornerback, Mardan Dogan from London Blitz. And now the two teams are changing, and Great Britain is back on the field with the offense. So we are doing a kind of comment, not really televising comment or ambient comment, because we have to do both together.
A little bit of both. We're doing a little bit,
Yeah,
bit
we
of both.
apologize with the people which is on the stands and with the people which is watching that on TV, but we have to do something in the mix.
Make everybody happy, eh, Massimo?
Yeah, hopefully they will be. Great Britain is trying to imitate Finland with a power rush in the middle of the defense, but no way to advance the ball. don't see the people dancing on the stands. It's a celebration for everyone. All those kids participating into this wonderful tournament and having fun on the field. Not all the times, but.
So number 75 for Team Great Britain, Toby Spallinger is up and walking off the field. We think he's okay.
Oh, of course. It's just you just have to stay out for one down because of the safety of the player. That's a rule. The rules have been enhanced just for the safety of the players, so more strict and more important about that issue. For 2nd and 10, ball to Great Britain. Once again the rush, and once again the wall. Finland is really doing a good job on the line, avoiding.
Very impressive.
Yes.
Very impressive defensive line and good penetration, especially by the two internal defensive linemen. I'm talking about number 95, Maki Manus, and number 1, Linja.
And also Jarno Lipola, the linebacker,
93.
was absolutely supporting their job.
Maya.
Same play, same result. This time is 96. Eri Illikainen.
Illikainen on the tackle.
Tampere Saints, 114 kilos of steady power.
4th down, 4th and 10.
So in this second quarter, with the score on 15-3 for Finland, 2 scores game. We have
the end of the first half.
We have the end of the first half. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do give you the appointment in 15 minutes for the second part of this exciting game. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, hello, welcome back to the second half of this great game, the first game of the Final Four tournament for the Group B under 19 of American football in Bologna. So we see the warm up of the teams. Finland blue jersey, Great Britain white jersey. So Vinny, how was the game till now?
Let's say that this game was dominated by the Finnish offensive line. Great control of the line of scrimmage. We're looking at, Finland has rushed for almost 200 yards in the first half. So I think the main thing Great Britain has to do right now is to find a medicine or a solution to stop the Finnish run game. On the other hand, the Great Britain's offense didn't get much rhythm in the first half, but you never know. Few adjustments and the second half, and it's a whole different ball game. 15-3 for Finland right now, and we're going to go to the kickoff real soon, Massimo.
So let's rehearse the scoring recap. So in the first quarter, after a fumble recovered by Great Britain kicking team, it was a very easy score, 3-0. Willie Audrey, 36-yard field goal, and it was 3-0. Then Finland started to run with Tavasti, which with a 6-yard run and the next point for Manus went to 7-3. Then there was a wonderful punt return, 73 yards from Erola, and the pass was a broken play on the extra point, was failed, so 3-13, and a safety of Langstra, which tackled the running back of the white jersey team in his own end zone. So now we are ready to play again. We are on the third quarter of this game. We remind its final score, momentary score is 3-15 on behalf of the Finnish team. Quindi benvenuti all'ascolto anche agli italiani che ci seguono. Siamo al campo Biancolelli, impianto Cavina, Bologna. Stiamo assistendo alla partita, alla prima delle due partite di oggi, la seconda sarà alle 8:30, Spagna-Italia, fra Finlandia e Gran Bretagna per la Final Four del gruppo B del campionato europeo di football americano Under 19. Intanto un buon ritorno del numero 19 in maglia bianca, parliamo di l'unico che non abbiamo.
Numero 14, Massimo.
Il 14, chiedo scusa. Charles Chemmel, receiver, Wembley Stallions, che riesce a portare la palla avanti fino alle 31 yard. So ball on the 31 yard and first and 10 for Great Britain. Let's see if the adjustment in the locker rooms taken by the coaches will be effective. Some people on the stands is cheering for Finland, much more than from Great Britain, and there is a rush.
Nice tackle, stepped in to make a tackle by number 22, Ozari Tokaya.
On the running back, Joe Blight, which is a considerable size, 185-87, from Leeds Beckett University.
Once again, we mentioned the dominance of the Finnish offensive line, but also the Finnish defensive line has done a great job controlling the line of scrimmage.
Seeing those guys close, they are really huge. That's another tentative of rush. Not very successful, apparently.
Third down and about 9 yards. We've got a ball player on the ground.
So we have a break.
The Finnish medical staff went on the field, Massimo.
Which honestly, this guy is the doctor of a Firenze team that recently won the national Italian championship, the Italian Bowl in Bologna, just 4 days ago.
Congratulations to Firenze Guelfi. They did a very nice job.
It was a farewell for the Seamen Milan, which are probably 99% going to play for the European League, and they will be one of the two teams that will join the 12th already existing to improve the number of the teams all around Europe. So it will be a big task to collect players and the team able to compete with those huge teams in terms of organization and personnel. So we have the player back on the sideline for one play out, and with the 3rd down and 8, Great Britain keeps the ball. And that's a very
nice
beautiful pass for a touchdown.
What a play by the English team. Found an open receiver in a cover 2 type coverage that
because they changed the mood, they started to pass, and with this wonderful pass, like let me say, rainbow pass on the far corner on the left, the quarterback picked the receiver, and then we have an extra point. So we still have a game. The extra point
is good.
is not
no
good.
Oh.
So the score goes to 15 Finland, 9 Great Britain.
It's a 6-point ball game, Massimo. It's a 1-score game.
Yeah.
And these special teams are starting to become important. So missed extra point can create a problem towards the end of the game. Anyway.
Yes, honestly, you see, it was a perfect blocking time. The receiver went through. The cornerback and the safety had a couple of misunderstanding, and
quarterback number 3 for the UK to number 11 wide receiver.
So it was Josh Alsbrook, which connected with Harry Buckland. Let me see.
Very nice pass.
One from the Phoenix, Tamworth Phoenix, the other one of SGS Pride. So it was a perfect connection, good timing, and the difference indeed. In spite of the big gain of Finland team on the ground, the big difference is the touchdown on the special team.
Oh yeah, special teams are made by special players. Let's always remember that.
Everybody's ready for the kickoff. 15-9. 2 receivers for Finland, 2 returners, and it's number 8 that goes completely on the other side, east-west, running east-west, which is not very productive. And as you can see, it's maybe 5 yards. Better running north-south. That's what the coaches say. Look at this. It starts on the left side, then after the blocks, it goes absolutely around the British team that
was in position and following their
they
corners,
were not fouled.
Their lanes. Number 8, Noah Schultz on the return.
Yep. Interesting return from Finland, which did not succeed as a little bit earlier. So overload on the left, and it's a run. A little bit less successful than before, but still a very good run that brings 7 yards, maybe 8.
Running back Eric Tavesti on the carry. And we're talking about good job of 8-yard, 9-yard gain. It was spotted on.
You see the defense of Great Britain is almost on the line. And another snap that has affected a lot the Finnish team. Many problems in managing the ball between center and quarterback, but they just lost 15, 20 yards and nothing worse. That could be a fumble recovered, for instance.
Let's note that there's a new quarterback, Artu Aalto from the Crocodiles, 180, 85 kilos. Fourth down and long for the Finnish team for this first series.
So the beginning of the third quarter spoke absolutely British.
It's a British momentum, and let's see what happens after this return. Number 14 is deep for the Great British.
There shouldn't be any chance
team on the return.
There shouldn't be any chance for a fake or a trick play, because there are 15 yards and the position on the field is not allowing you to play that easily.
No.
And now we have one scoring game, so 6-point difference. Another bad snap, but was recovered, and the punt is.
It's a pop-up punt, high up
going
in the
back.
air.
Oh my God! Not really clever, number 98, to be next to the spot. Stay away if you don't return it, and the punt was 7-yard gain maybe. If he muffed the ball will be finished. If he didn't, the ball will remain
It would
on
be
the
a
spot.
huge error by the Great Britain team if it was touched.
That's a youth mistake. It doesn't seem like he.
No, he didn't. I mean,
didn't
from
touch.
the replay, it
But
looks like he
let's
didn't
wait
touch.
for Mr. Sala decision. They are haggling the officials.
He was closer to the ball than we were, so.
So now we have the communication.
Great Britain touched the ball and Finland recovered. First down.
So the ball was touched accidentally, but that's a very big mistake from Great Britain. So it seems like Finland kept the possession of the ball because of the muffing ball.
Well, that's a big mistake, Massimo. I mean, special teams need to be, our intricate part of the game, and this is really, could hurt the Great British team.
The first rule is when you don't return the punt, get away from the ball. Whoever you are,
Yeah,
line,
The other one
returner,
takes the ball.
nothing.
You
Stay away.
You have no business being around the ball.
Yep.
First and 10 for Team Finland on the 42-yard line. And
We do remind that the punt starts at that ball. But once the ball is touched, even accidentally, from a player on the returning team, that becomes live. So if you return, touch it. If you don't, stay away once again. So still discussion about the situation, probably.
It was a big bag.
first down and 10.
The officials went to explain to Mr. Rowe the
No, we don't charge
situation.
anything.
The official, Mr. Salah, has the microphone on. So ready to play. Ball for Finland. First and 10 after this big mistake, a big gift on the 42-yard line.
Bad snap again, but here we go, number 3. Number 3, Lassi Pajarnin on the carry. He gained about 9 yards once again. Oh no, it's a first down. First down and 10. Over a 10-yard gain. Ball is on the Team Britain 48-yard line.
There's another rush, but this time Great Britain did a good job in preventing any kind of big game.
Good job by the British defense, 2nd and 9. Once again, we remind our fans that Team Finland has a new quarterback, Arttu Aalto from the Crocodiles. Quick pitch to number 3, Parjanen.
He juggled a little bit, he could keep it, he avoided the tackle, and he gained enough yards to turn a broken play almost, but there are flags on the ground.
2 flags on the ground right in the area of the holding. So let's see what our officials have to say.
Racing holding, number 8, offense, 10-yard penalty, still for that.
So there is an holding against Finland, which means that the defense from the white jersey team, Great Britain, is putting a lot of pressure, obliging the players to help themselves with some not completely clean play. So 4 front men promising blitz, no blitz, spy, and it's a catch and it's a fumble probably. And let's see if it's a complete or incomplete pass. The player got a very big hit, very big timing. Absolutely clean, but very strong.
First down for Team Great Britain. Number 1, the defensive back for
Miles Butt.
Miles Butt made an excellent play.
Look at this.
Wow.
Shoulder, he separated the man from the ball, and it was recovered by number 1. Absolutely.
Number 24 on the hit, which is Vinnie Maxfield. It's really been a defensive MVP.
That's why he's enrolled in the NFL Academy.
For Team Great Britain.
So Great Britain has once again the ball in their hands. Good catch, diving catch from number 14, Charles Chamali, a very nice route from the ball out of the arm of the quarterback number 3, Josh Alsebrook. So it's an already checked duel, and so we have a full house. Some change on the line in terms of blocking schemes, but it didn't bring much ground to the rush.
We got a player down.
Yeah, once again.
Player from Team Finland that's down. It's 3rd down and about a yard.
Let's say that they are not saving hits.
Not a very physical game.
Yep.
These young men are playing a very good football game.
And they have the size, they have the speed. They look like a little bit more than under 11.
Yeah.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
And once again, the player stands up on his own, which means it's just a hit.
Henry Akainen. We hope Henry is doing well, and we'll see him back in the game soon.
So it means that he's okay, limping a little bit, but that's the game. Third.
And about a yard, Massimo. We're thinking the same thing. That works well.
Let me guess, another rush?
I don't know. Oh, broken play. Broken play. Huge mistake. Number 32, Jaakko Jokonen on the tackle.
We have to decide if it was a broken play or the quarterback was faking. No, probably it's a broken play.
Broken play.
They misunderstood each other.
4th down.
Yep. So this fumble was bringing nothing to Great Britain, and they are punting, and probably, according to the position on the field, it will be a punt that will oblige Finland to start back again from a not very good position, close to the goal line. Let me see. Very good hang time. Very good, the gunner. Oh my God, almost lost, and it's tackled on the 12-yard line. Very good coverage. The change of teams on the field. We do remind that tonight at 8:30, Italy will play Spain and will be the second semi-final. And again, Saturday, same time, 3 p.m., 8:30 p.m., there will be the two main final to decide who's going to be the team among those four that will get up on the first group, Group A.
Nice run by the, once again, by the Finnish team. Ball carrier was number 21, Henri Kazinen, again with the, 9-yard gain, 2nd down and 1.
So we are happy to notice that the teams are playing a very, very fair play. The official didn't intervene too much to decide any kind of penalty, of just a procedure foul, which is allowed. And
great job by the defense. Number 98 on the tackle for the UK.
Everything is good with the officiating from our standpoint, so very good, so the people can enjoy the game and not the fouls and the penalties.
3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 for Team Finland. Henri Kazinen on the run, who finds daylight and keeps going and keeps running for a 1st down. Henri Kazinen.
That is amazing how this player was already taken from behind 3 times, and going around from the left to the right, from the right to the left, he could get free from the tackle. Look at this. He started to move around, move in, move out, and then straight, other 10 yards on a second hit. And then finally, the good Miles Butt from the SGS Pride could tackle him from behind. In the meanwhile, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Everybody moved, so that's a tough job for the officials to understand who was the first one. Half of the line from Finland moved in.
Full start. Offense number 73, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Well, actually, it was 73 and 70. So poor old 73 doesn't get the blame by himself.
And Hitala, 2 offensive linemen. Tall and big guy, you couldn't notice. You couldn't avoid to notice that they moved. It's possible. 3 cubic meters. So once again, the same play. Successful, running in and out.
Jonas Shoti on the run, number 26.
It is very interesting, the battery of running backs that Finland is showing on this game, which are running absolutely the same way behind the curtain of those big and huge guys on the front line.
Little bit of a run delay.
It was a little delay, or maybe the patience of number 26 that hid behind these huge guys. Joe Parton, sorry.
Jonas Schute.
It was Johan Schute, which hid behind them and waited the right moment to explode.
1st and 10.
Great Britain, timeout.
Timeout, Great Britain. So the official asked to reset the clock to 2:58.
Game clock.
So there are 9
Game
seconds
clock, 2:58, please.
difference. 2:58. Here we are. 15-9 the score. Finland.
Timeout in.
Finland is dominating in terms of figures, but the score is not that big.
It's not big of a difference. I think right now there's still the dominance on the offensive defensive line that Team Finland is still controlling, which has been a very important part of the game.
But Great Britain is not giving up. I mean,
No,
they
absolutely.
they are there, they are close, they are pushing strong.
Keeping the game in reach.
Another snap. Where the hell is the ball? Is in the hands of a guy which is running, and it's once again number 1, Miles Butt, one of the best player. And on this tackle from behind, he had a problem to his ankle, but really it was a breakdown. He's on the ground because of the little injury, hopefully it's little. And well, we spoke about the snaps. Snaps are a problem that affected Finland since the beginning of the game.
Absolutely, and we have seen the turnover battle that is being won by Team Great Britain right now, because the Finnish team has had 3 turnovers, and compared to the British team that had one.
Yes, and that's quite important, especially because it helps. Finland is a little bit stronger in terms of how do they build the play, the game, but Great Britain is really good in using some kind of turnover or things like that, which are breakdown. So let's pass, which has already been successful, and there is an interference. Yeah. I can anticipate the decision of the official because we saw the officials
definitely
throwing.
an interference.
Yeah, so that's a very bloody foul. Anyway, let's see what Mr. Sala will say about the foul.
Offensive pass interference, number 17. Great Britain, 15-yard penalty. Third down.
That's a bloody penalty.
Number 17, Casper West, on the penalty, and yeah, that is a costly penalty right now. Team Britain is knocking on the end zone's door
once again, and this third quarter is on the British side, absolutely. So we are on 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line. Strong wheel by number 44 in white jersey, talking about Joe Blythe, running back from Leeds Beckett University, that wanted to go on, but the left side of Finnish defense said no way.
Yeah, the defensive line, Team Finland's defensive line is dominating the front.
Probably Great Britain is more effective on the air. They go again, and this time is intercepted. It was a good choice because this was a weak corner, but this time Finnish knew that, and they were absolutely ready with the countermeasures, which avoided the touchdown, but not only, gave them back the ball on the, I think it's not a touchback, on the 1 yard line.
There's another dangerous position.
Very dangerous.
Let's see what the...
Last time, what cost it?
A safety.
2 points.
Let's see what Team Great Britain's defense can do in this position.
So Jaakko Jokinen from Amelina Tigers. And now Great Britain is defending a very interesting ball placed on the 2 yard line. Finland on offense. Score still 15-9 in favor of Finland. Goal line defense successful.
Yes, number 58, the linebacker for Team UK, number 98, we're all on the tackle.
Elvis Webster, huge guy, 191, 103, Bristol Aztecs.
Oh, looks like a fumble, but recovered by the Finnish team.
That's a typical misunderstanding between the quarterback and the running back. It happens.
3rd and 10 in a very dangerous part of the field.
Yep. And also the punt will be the space between the center in case they don't get more yards between the center and the punter will be very short. So, pronouncing a blitz.
Bad
another
snap
safety.
again.
No safety, let's see. Let's see. It could maybe be a touchdown. We'll wait for the signal. It's a score anyway, but we have to see if it's 2 or 6 points. And there is a flag. 2 flags. 3 flags.
4 flags, no.
Any more flag? Very intricate situation. Let's see, Mr. Sala.
Result of the play is a safety. That ball, a sportsmanlike contact, number 52, Great Britain.
Well, that was not a very nice penalty to get in this moment here. That doesn't help your team at all, number 52.
But still, the result of the play is a safety. So
yes, sir.
we have 2 points more in favor of Great Britain and the foul that will be assessed on. Look at
on
this.
The free kick.
There was a really bad snap, as usual, and nobody looked, and there was people diving on it. From this position, it seems like a touchdown, but anyway, the officials were there, so 2 points.
Safety.
15-11. Some turmoil between players, some unsportsmanlike conduct. So you see the ball is placed on the 35 yards, not on the 25 yards as it should have been. On the 20 yards, it should have been in other situation like no foul affecting the game.
Interesting game, 2 safeties, 1 for each side. So
Yeah.
that's, safety is sometimes very difficult to see.
What are
but
we
we saw
missing?
2 of them.
What are we missing?
We are not no, we got the touchdown pass, maybe an interception.
So let's give the word for a second to the director of the tournament, Manfredi Leone, for a little speech about what is going on, how do you see this tournament, and what is your perception of this game?
Well, thank you for asking, Max and Coach Vini. I'm very happy with the work you're doing, actually. Everything is running smooth, and there's a real game, really tight. And now the onside for Team Finland look like it's good.
They did 10 yards with the
So
ball.
both teams, they want to win, and they are really showing us their intentions.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Bryce's attitude.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is on a free kick, so let's see if, first of all, there were 10 yards, and
the ball,
Okay.
yeah.
Illegal
The ball was on
procedure.
the 35.
And the kicking team,
So look
5-yard
like they have to
penalty, we
repeat.
kick.
Mr. Sala called an illegal procedure. So probably they have to kick back the ball, but 10 yards back.
5 yards, yeah.
5 or 10? No, yes, 5.
So let me introduce the tonight game. Italy and Spain will show up at 8:30 kickoff, so we'll be online again 8:15 for the second game of this game day 1 in this European tournament Group B. So thank you for asking. I will be back with
Yes.
you later.
So is that a
Thanks.
threat that you will be back? Just
for
like
sure.
Terminator? I told you I
He's a
will be
menace.
back. The penalty was illegal procedure. So they have to re-kick. They gave them 5 yards back. 10 yards back, sorry. So thank you, Manfredi. So let's keep watching the game, which starts to be very interesting. We have a game. We still have a game. We'll have a return. We'll have a big return. But now the return is over. And the
There's
fumble.
a fumble.
Oh my
Recovered
God.
by Team Finland. Wow.
And there is a flag, as if I saw well on the ground. The ball seems to be recovered by Finland, and the official point the first down for Finland. So it's a big waste of a 30-yard return. That's a very
Well,
big mistake,
We
costly.
were talking about the turnover battle today. So there's 3 turnovers per side, and this has really been influencing the game today.
And I tell you, that's more than a turnover, it's a strip. So Finland is absolutely giving an example of a well set down team.
Very well coached team.
Coach Pekka Laminasalo did a very good team with his bunch of colleagues, and we have an outside run, which now, and probably there is a penalty. No, there is a penalty, but we'll see. We can forecast what it is, but we'll wait.
It might be on the offensive side of the ball, because I think the running back, Pejarinen, grabbed the face mask of the defender.
You see, number 3
can
went
see
out
on
on the right side, and
Yeah.
he grabbed the face mask. So the foul was absolutely and immediately signed with the throwing of the flag.
Personal foul, face mask.
But the face
by
mask is
defense,
against
15-yard
Great
penalty.
Britain because he
First
just
down.
make an end shiver, and the player from Great Britain grabbed the mask.
Okay.
So it's very borderline, but still the officials are on the field, so they saw it in the perfect way.
For sure.
So we have a first down and 10, ball on the 49 yards. Again, the same running back.
Pejarinen on the run, gained about 2 yards, 3 yards. Second down and 7.
I think that tonight this guy will overuse some ice. Just like
End of quarter. End of quarter.
So we are going to the 4th quarter, and we are approaching the end of this very exciting game, which is still alive with a 4 points spread.
15-11 for Team Finland. This has been, let's say the third quarter was a Great Britain quarter.
Yes, let's see who's going to be the 4th. Back on track. So, fourth quarter starts with a 4 points difference between the two teams.
Very exciting game.
We say that the adjustment from Coach Rowe from the Great Britain side were very effective, but were affected by this turnover, the battle of the turnover. Today we had a lot of turnovers, which are not speaking in the right way for the Brits.
Well, we have the statistics again, and you know, the difference here is, you know, Finland. Nice pass by quarterback Alto to number 11.
Well coached.
To Airola. First down and 10.
Well, more than everything, we can say that Pajarinen with 132 yards and Kazinen with 102 yards were really the difference on the ground for Finland.
Yeah.
Moreover, the return of the punt, and also Choate had 43 yards, which means that there are 3 running backs in a very big
300 yards
capacity.
rushing. That's incredible. That is really incredible.
There is a delay, a draw, and this time
Pajarinen was stopped.
yeah. Pajarinen
By Yarinen, yeah.
another time, but this time the line from the white jersey side was a little bit more effective.
Second and 7.
That's another turning point of the game because Finland is approaching the red zone, defended by Great Britain. The Lions are roaring, still roaring anyway. That's another pass, which is caught. Good timing. The pass was a little bit short, but the guy was in the position to catch it, leaning down and avoiding an incomplete pass, which would be not welcome. So we are facing the 3rd down and 1 yard.
3rd and 1, Massimo.
Yeah, and the line is the 28.
And we see Kazinen back in the backfield. So I think we can try to imagine what's going to happen now.
I see that Finland is not throwing very much on the right side of the field, even though they have 3 receivers lined up. And it means that they prefer to go on the
Single
left
side.
side.
Yeah,
Yes.
on the single side or on an isolated side to number 11, Airola.
And still, Great Britain have this wonderful safety, which is from the NFL Academy.
High snap again, but
First down again.
and a very strong run by Kazinen once again.
Is going. There is a contest between Pajarinen and Kazinen because they want to be the most effective running on this side, and we are almost to 300 yards rush.
I would
So
say
maybe we overcome 300 yards
yes.
rushing from Finnish team, which is a very good result.
First and goal.
Ball on the 4-yard line, on the 9-yard line. Once again.
Pajarinen on the carry.
So there is a kind of mole for those guys who knows rugby. Everybody trying to push,
Right.
and they go closer.
Looks like on the 2-yard line, Massimo. Or maybe
No, the ball is on the 5-yard, more or less, 3-yard.
3-yard line.
3-yard.
It's kind of it's better to see here on the monitor. We can see it a little
Yeah.
bit closer.
I forget to watch the monitor. That's my fault.
Second and goal.
I guess they will run again. Another snap. No, they pass. Okay.
Oh
And
my
that's an
goodness! Interception
So the
again.
turnovers are once again a factor in the game. So let's see if it's incomplete pass or what. So let's see.
There's a flag on the play. I
Probably
think.
Side
something on the line.
defense,
Offside.
half a distance to the goal
Oh,
line.
that's a big
Second
mistake.
down.
Huge mistake.
So there was a foul against defense that vanified the interception.
Pajarinen is back on the field.
That's a bloody, really a bloody penalty, which vanified completely the effort of the cornerback. Very nice, hello, vanified between the two split players on the right side. Very good. Sportsmanship is interesting and welcome. Run. Maybe.
Touchdown.
It is a touchdown.
Touchdown
So Finland
by Lassi Pajarinen.
So Finland brought the score to 21 when waiting for the extra point. And the extra point is good. Score goes to 22-11. So do you see, one play means 7 points difference.
Yeah, I mean, if the team Great Britain did not get the offside on the second from last offensive play,
They would have had the ball,
they would have had the ball.
which meant 4 point spread. You could go on and maybe score, but now it's a 2-score game.
22-11.
Yep.
Team Finland over Team Great Britain, and Team Finland will be kicking off, and two very good returners on the English side will be waiting for the ball.
So let's
For
see
the
some
British-
excitement.
The British side of the ball.
Yeah. So basically, this is the first semi-final of the Under-19 Group B Final Four to reach a position in the first Group A, that will play same format, and one of those teams, on the first 4 teams, will drop down to the Group B to leave space, to give space to one of the team that will be playing tomorrow. We remind you that tonight at 8:30 there will be Italy versus Spain. Very interesting game. The ball is on air. Good job from the Finnish special team, in spite of the fact that the returner went east-west, and in this case he made very difficult the blocking schemes for his teammates, but still we have 1 quarter to go. So you see, he tried to escape, but this
Well, great job by
ankle tackle.
by the Finnish coverage team. They came down their lanes and very well, and just didn't allow much space, or for the English return to set, the British return to set up.
Vi ricordiamo che, per coloro che fossero interessati, si sta giocando anche un torneo analogo a questo del gruppo A, le 4 squadre che occupano la prima e quarta posizione, e l'ultima classificata entrerà a far parte del gruppo B, mentre la prima classificata del gruppo B, che è questo, andrà a finire nel gruppo A. Back again, look at this, and it's a wonderful reception of number 13, which goes before to be tackled from behind. It was Noah Beto, 185, 86 kilos, 2003 the class. Temur Phoenix, which is one of the team which is really feeding up this British team.
Nice throw with the quarterback on the roll to the right, and nice reception, and receiver kind of tripped up himself. But Great Britain's moving the ball.
So it's
8 minutes and 16 seconds. We got a game still, guys.
And it's very important because a score could really reopen the game. Not if they play like this. This time was 95.
Maki Manus.
Maki Manus, one of the best players on the Finnish front line. was able to penetrate the backfield unblocked and stop the pitch to the running back, which found out the meaning of to be tackled in the backfield. 2nd and 16, 17. Ball positioned on the 45-yard lines of the field of Great Britain. That's a pass, but the receiver was too scared, probably, of the upcoming rush of the cornerback, Niklas Langstrom.
Heard some footsteps coming.
Yep. Even though the grass is perfect. We can say that we have seen 4 days
Beautiful
ago the
field.
Super Bowl at the Dallara Stadium in Bologna, which is the Bologna Football Club Serie A team. And this field is not that different.
No, very nice.
3rd and 16. Great Britain. Hard count was against
Themselves.
the one that
Themselves,
charged.
yeah.
It was upside down.
Post start offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
This is a very interesting or difficult situation because Team Great Britain's got a very 3rd down and about a kilometer, let's say, before they get a 1st down.
It's like the field was uphill.
Exactly.
So
That's actually 25 yards.
99% we will see a pass. There is a little bit of wind, not that much, but enough to affect the throw. And maybe we can see a trick play. I wouldn't say a rush, but let's see. It's a rush. I don't know which kind of call was that, but I'm
4th
not
down.
the coach.
4th down and a mile.
Yeah,
Okay, so
kilometers, miles.
miles,
Anyway, it's a long distance.
nautical miles, something like that.
There will be the switch with the punt team, and the ball will go straight in the hands of the Finnish team, which at this point of the game, with 11 points distance, can start to eat the time.
And control its destiny.
Game control is very important in these situations to keep the advantage and go toward the end. The punt is not bad, but it's a fair catch.
Very, very sound thing to do.
Very intelligent decision.
Very sound. The ball's on the 20-yard line. 6 minutes and 20 seconds. 22, Team Finland, 11, Great Britain. Each team has, Finland has 3 timeouts. Great Britain has 2 timeouts, if I'm correct.
Well, the time is not really few time to create
Yeah, there's Massimo.
a comeback.
Definitely there's time, Massimo, but
But you need a big play
yes, sir. Another turnover, maybe.
and in a good position, possibly. Movement on the line, some shift in the shit, and they run because it's the back. Very good tackle from number 58 and Great Britain. We talk about the defensive line, Elvin Webster. 191, 103 kilos, Bristol Aztecs.
Henry Kazinin just got stopped right, lost 2 yards.
And number 98, Jake Perman, which is one of the most prominent players on the defensive line of Great Britain. It's a
Blitz,
fumble.
a fumble.
They tried to advance the fumble, but they just lost 11 yards. So the pushing back of Great Britain Lions is quite impressive.
3rd down and long.
And the player on the ground.
It could have been a very risky turnover there.
Let's have some music. Back to the game. Number 51 was exiting the field because Nicolas Kingo was on the ground on offensive line from the Helsinki Roosters. And now Finland starts back again with a 3rd down and miles. 21 yards to gain. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Bad snap
Once again,
again.
the bad snap. But this time the running back took flight. Got 12 yards. That could be enough for a 1st down if it was not that far.
4th down. Henry Kazinen on the carry, who really picked up a bunch of yards.
So Kazinen, if he's going this way in the last 5 minutes, could overcome the 200 yards if he goes that way, because I think he's close to the 160.
Yeah, definitely.
Unbelievable result in terms of yards, but not in terms of score. Considering that there is also a punt return. So Finland is forced to punt. They punt away. A not really good punt, so this time the British stayed away, and they got the ball back on the line of the 44 yards with the 1st and 10.
And there's a flag on the ground.
Didn't see that. What is it?
It's on the other side of the field.
On the far side, yes.
Let's see what Mr. Sala has to say.
So they're giving the choice to the coach.
Illegal formation by the offense, 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. Goes down.
So there are 5 yards added to the no return. So the ball is positioned almost at midfield and goes back to the ends of the Great Britain's lineup.
Four minutes and 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Not that much time to recover 11 points, but you never know. Forced to pass, and the pass is forced to match. It was intended for number 81, which get a drag in the middle of the field, but Jude Scott, 193, 90 kilos, Leeds Beckett University. Nothing gained, so we go to a 2nd down and 10. This time the receiver touched the ball, but was not enough. Touching is not enough if you don't catch it.
3rd down and 10, Massimo.
Yep.
Come vuoi tu?
Very intense last minutes.
Incomplete pass.
Another pass intended for no one, maybe. It's kind of not really perfect execution. That's a very big challenge. 4 minutes to go. If you leave the ball, you are absolutely giving up. If you
Time out.
keep
Great
you want to
Britain,
keep your
second amount.
hope alive, you have to decide to do something on the fourth down. So let's take a little break.
Let's remind our fans that in 2013, when I was coaching the national team, we had a similar situation with fourth down and long yards.
And what did you do?
We threw the ball in the middle and got the first down and completed 3 more passes, and we beat Team Great Britain at the end.
Oh my God.
So
they should remember.
They should remember that.
Crucial final moments. Great Britain decided to go for it. So stay focused. 4 minutes to go. It's a perfect throw that gives a fumble, but it was recovered by Finland. No, sorry, by Great Britain. So double fumble, double recovering, a little bit of mess. So it's a first down for Great Britain. Great choice from coach Scott Rowe that keeps the hope for Great Britain alive. So very good tackle, lost the ball. Finland recovered it, but not enough. But Great Britain with number
83, I think, yeah.
83
Yes, sir.
recovered, and the Great Britain is still alive. '83, very, very, very accurate. He was really awake. Logan Irvine. And that's a draw on number 27, which runs a little bit, going deep in the Finnish territory.
We have about a 6-yard, 5-yard game, Massimo.
Chris Gbingla, London Blitz. Time runs, 3:20 to go. So we still have 2 timeouts, I think, 1 timeout for Great Britain, I think, and the 2 minutes warning. .320 to go, so the 2 minutes warning is not upcoming, but there is for breaking the time. We have another player on the ground, so Finland is taking some little tips from the coaches to prevent
Second down and 5. We're on the Great Britain's 22-yard line.
the guy that recovered the fumble is still on his legs, so just a hit, not injuries. That's the most important thing for those guys that will keep with their career in the major teams. And the 2nd and 6, 3:20. And there's another catch, complete pass for a first down. It was number 11, Harry Buckland. Good hands, a safe route. So now Great Britain is playing a little bit better.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of the middle of the field.
Yes.
Some holes in the coverage, and well-placed footballs by the quarterback.
And that's another rush just like before, but this time was stopped before crossing the screaming line. Very good guard from the defensive line in blue shirt. A little bit of loss, like 2 yards. So we have a 2nd and 12. 11 points is the difference between the two teams. 22 to 11. 2:34 to go. Almost caught from number 14. That showed a little bit of respect to the upcoming defensive backs. Look at this. The pass was in the money. He touched it, but was not very concentrated.
Perfectly placed ball by
Yep.
by the British quarterback, number 3, Josh Alsbrook.
And Cemali was the receiver, the intended receiver. 2 more downs to go for the glory, and that's a bad snap between the legs. Broken play, let's see. Nothing to do, nothing to do. 2 defenders were on the guy, and the official signed that it was an uncatchable ball, so...
Another 4th down, Massimo.
Yeah.
Very important call for the British team right now.
Absolutely, they will go for it. They won't kick or whatever.
2
They
minutes
need
and
the
20
first down.
seconds.
They need the first down.
Timeout by
We
team.
have a timeout. Let's take a little bit of rest before the very
Timeout, Great
end.
Britain. Third.
Thank you, Mr. Sala. We are setting up the clock. It takes a while.
2:21.
So, finished. No more timeouts. It was the 2 minutes warning. Great Britain has one last chance to close the down or to score to keep the game alive. Crucial moment for the quarterback. Big responsibility. The official stopped the game. It was for probably... Let's see what Mr. Sala has to say.
Start, offense number 14, 5-yard penalty, still 4 down.
It remains 4 down, but there is a false start, so the team are a little bit more Great Britain, a little bit nervous.
Sure, a little bit nervous, a little bit under pressure. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. Game's not over yet. One more, this is a very, very important play.
We do remind you that the winner of this game will play Saturday night at 20:30 with the winning team between
Italy and Spain.
and Italy that will play tonight here at 8:30 on the same channel.
They're going to go for a field goal.
Very long kick, but I guess it's not good. So, unfortunately for Great Britain, they couldn't capitalize on some very good plays. And at this time, with the 2:14 to play, Finland has the ball back in their hands from the line of the 24-23 yard. So it's quite difficult for Great Britain to overcome this big gap of 11 points. And of course they are going running to kill the time, which goes approaching the 2 minutes.
2-minute warning coming right up.
Which stops the clock, but it is a little advantage for Great Britain, but it is very difficult that they could be able to get the ball back to score twice.
Oh,
Big tackle for a loss, and the 2-minute warning is just visible, so they don't do it by rule. They don't call exactly the 2-minute warning. So now the time is
1:14.
elapsing very, very quick.
There it goes. Great run by Team Finland. I think that should be able to close out the game. We're looking at running back number 28. 26. Sorry about that, Jonas Scholte. Very big, important run, which basically seals the fate of this game. 22-11 with 41 seconds left to be played.
Personal foul, number 46 defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
First down and 10 for Team Finland. I think this is time for possibly victory formation and kneeling down. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially our first semifinalist for the Euro Group B tournament. Winner of this game, 22-11, Team Finland over Team Great Britain. We will have to go to the field where Massimo Terracina, my colleague, will be on the field interviewing the two head coaches, the head coaches from each formation, to get their opinion on the game. First of all, we'd like to thank also both fan groups from Great Britain and from Finland for supporting their teams. You all deserve a great applause. Thank you for driving or traveling all these miles to come to see this game, and Bologna welcomes you. Bologna and Italy welcomes you. Thank you, fans.
Bene, siamo...
We will go onto the field where my colleague Massimo Terracina and Tournament Director Manfredi Leone are downstairs to interview the two head coaches.
Thank you, Coach Argondizzo. We are ready to roll with the two head coaches. Max will interview a couple of quick questions, and we will be ready to go to rest a bit for the next game.
We have a lot of questions for the coaches, but unfortunately we have just 2 minutes. So we will just optimize the time. I hope you liked the game, which was not bad, absolutely. So clap for the teams, which gave out everything they had. Waiting for Scott Rowe, coach of Great Britain, and Pekka Lamminsalo, the head coach from Finland. So once they are finished with the usual third time, when everybody says hello to every opponents, we will be ready for a little talk about this game. On behalf of all the people who's watching the streaming on FIDAF television, on the channel of YouTube, FIDAF TV, and we will broadcast all the 4 games. So we just almost finished the first one, which was today. Scott, a very good game at the very end, so great adjustment, but you paid a lot, a couple of fouls and a couple of not precise things. What do you think about the game?
Well, firstly, I'm really proud of my team. I'm really proud of these guys. We've overcome a lot of challenges to be here today. That's a very well-drilled Finland team, very well coached. So yeah, no, I'm really proud of my team. I'm just a little bit sorry that we couldn't quite get the W.
So now you will face the loser between Italy and Spain. What do you know about those teams, and what do you expect from those teams?
Well, I expect a very hard game, whoever we face, and we know very little about them. So we're going to take a look at them tonight, and you know, it's going to be a hard game either way. But we're really excited to play again. I'm really excited to be around this group of athletes, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to Saturday. Now. Congratulations to Finland.
So, thank you, Coach Scott Rowe from Great Britain. Now is the time of the winning team, winning coach, Pekka Lamminsalo, that led this very square Finnish team that gained so many yards, almost 300 yards on the ground, good passes, a great punt return, but only 22 points. How could it be possible?
It wasn't a pretty game by any standard. But then again, I'm really fine winning an ugly game. I really like us facing adversity and coming out on top. But there's a lot of mistakes that we need to address in the coming days, and that's the main thing. But we worked well as a group, and that's all that matters.
Coach, congratulations, and see you on Saturday night at 20:30 p.m. against who knows who. Thank you very much to everyone. So, Manfredi, we can give the line. Thank you, Coach. Congratulations again to the teams. Congratulations to the Great Britain team, the Red Lion, and to the Blue and White Lion. See you tonight at 8:15 for the next game, which will see Italy and Spain face each other for the place in the final.
Well, guys, Manfredi, Massimo, thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you to our troop, they did a great job as always, so thank you very much, Mr. Ancrani, Fabrizio and Pedro and all the staff working for us. So see you tonight at 8:15 live and 8:30 kickoff. Thank you. See you later.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. We wait for everybody here, numerous, to come cheer on Italy and Spain. Once again, thank you to all the fans that attended today, and for traveling to Bologna, Italy to see this great event. Thank you. Have a nice afternoon.